Man. It's the one and only DJ Chase, man. You know the vibes, man. We here, we back today. Foot on the next, as I always say. Another interview, another one to go. WDJCDB DJ Chase Radio. But with that being said, man, we got a dope interview today. But before we get to that, we got to pay the bills. So we got the one and only Jenelsart today. And first, we're gonna go to our sponsors. So with that being said, we got a few. Download that DJ Chase Radio mobile app, man. iPhone, Android. And get the DJ Chase Radio mobile app on your cell phone. And then we also have podcast directory. Use a promo code DJ Chase. Get 20% off. The new platform, Mic Drop platform, and website to promote your music, rapmarkets.com, coming soon, as well as Groover, the hottest platform to get in touch with players, curators, get feedback from real people, not bots. But today is about Janelle's art. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. You know the vibes. So Janelle Art, first and foremost, how you doing today, mama?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, blessed, man. You know, just been busy working, like a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So just regular smegular degler. For sure, for sure. So if you're just now tuning in, once again, Janelle's Art is a fire singer, songwriter as well. Excuse me, and she has a great journey. So I want to talk about her background and her come up today. So first of all, Janelle's Art, where are you from?
I am from the Bronx.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm originally from Uptown area, like of the Bronx,
Uh huh.
like White Plains,
Yeah.
that area.
Yeah.
But I also have lived like close to the Fordham area of the Bronx, so
Mm.
I've born and raised there. Um, so that's where a lot of my energy and my personality and just who I am as a person, it definitely shaped me.
Nice. And once again, so you would claim like, because Fordham is a little different than the West North Bronx up there. So how was it growing up in that part for you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I lived in Fordham for a little while. It was nuts over there. So yeah. I went to Bronx community. I was out in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was outside. So with that being said, how was it? I guess that's it, all around. How was it growing up in the Bronx for you, and how did it shape you to the person you are today?
it shaped me to be really, really tough, I think. And I think because I grew up in the Bronx and from experience growing up
Yeah.
either area, like Uptown or South
Yeah.
Bronx, like
Yeah.
it allowed me to just not take any bullshit.
Yeah.
Um and also just have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have like a free energy, a free birdish energy. And I think because I'm from the Bronx, like it's like I feel like sometimes I'm unstoppable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, we the same. Like right now, I'm in Charlotte right now, and it's like sometimes the stuff that they do, I'm like, man, you gotta pick it. I try not to be like revolutionary, but I'm like, you gotta like, you can't be so much in the background. They think we have such strong personalities. I say that they do say that we have strong personalities. I agree.
Yeah, either our
Mm,
personalities or like our presence like
mm,
is so strong. So I think me being, and you get it since you live there, like me being from there, it's like whether I say something or not in the room, like people gonna know I'm there.
for sure, for sure. And with that being said, did you grow up with like both your parents or anything like that, or just your mom, or just your dad?
I grew up with both of them.
Mm,
But my dad, he remarried.
okay.
So, he ended up moving to Jersey.
Mm,
So now, we have a good relationship now. Back in the day, not, it was kind of a little iffy.
yeah, I
Um,
feel you.
because, it's like you're young, you want your parents to be together and, it don't work out. So, but
Yeah, I feel you.
now, we have a good relationship and now he lives in Florida.
Okay, good. Okay, and the reason more or less I asked that was because were your parents like involved in any type of entertainment? Did they like songwrite? Did they sing? Did your mom sing anything like that?
My mom is actually the reason why anybody sees me right now.
Mm,
Because when I was around like 6 or 7 years old, she enrolled me in dance classes.
mm,
So I started performing around like 6 or 7. Um, and I don't know if you've heard of it, Fancy Feet Dance Studio in the Bronx. That's like a huge like dance
mm,
company. And
mm.
I was performing and traveling as a child.
Yeah.
Like and doing recitals and
Yeah.
doing the cute the ballets thing and all of that. So
Yeah.
um and just growing up in the Bronx, going to Catholic school,
Yeah.
I was in the choir.
Yeah.
I was
What
the
school you went
head.
to?
I went to Nativity
Okay.
in the Bronx. I probably now
Yeah.
I think it's closed now. I don't remember. Like I haven't.
Yeah.
Phew, but
Yeah. I went to a
yeah.
hollow, so I'm a Catholic school kid too. I went to a hollow, so
Oh, okay. So
yeah.
Ohalo, yeah, I definitely know Ohalo. I went to Spelman as well. I don't know if you've heard of Cardinal Spellman.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some tension there.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a haze. I'm a Hollow's kid. So yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, being from there, I think just really shaped me to just
yeah.
be like a performer and just also have like a huge presence.
Love it, love it. And with that being said as well too, you like more like dance. You incorporate all just talent all around, correct?
Yeah, I could sing, I could dance, I could act. I'm not the
Mm-hmm.
best rapper, but we gonna get there eventually.
We're gonna talk about that in a few. And I want to ask you as well too. So your nationality, how would you define your nationality?
So I am from, of course, from the Bronx, but I'm Jamaican
Okay.
American and Panamanian American.
Nice, nice, yeah, because you have a distinct look. So I was like, okay, I know people gonna be like, "What is she?" You know what I'm saying? So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, did your mom? I know your mom definitely probably wanted you to be a doctor. You know what I'm saying, or a lawyer, something like that. How did she support your music career, or was she really supportive of it?
She's supportive of it, but yeah, just like you said, her
Yeah.
being from the Caribbean, she wants me to have like a be a nurse or something, and
Mm.
because that's her field. That's what she does. She's a
Yeah.
nurse.
Yeah.
But I told her, and she respects it. She kind of is like at the point she's just given up. She's like, she's like, make sure if you're
Yeah.
gonna do this,
Yeah. You
she's
be
more
on.
so, like in between, like if you're gonna do this, like have a backup plan type of thing,
Yeah, yeah, respect it, respect it. And at one point, did you say, you know what, because like we all go through that transition, like college or high school, or work, or you know what I'm saying. At what point did you say, you know what, I'm Janelle's art, and I want to do this full time? Like, when did you say, when did you realize? Because every artist, even me as a DJ, I had to sit there and say, all right, am I gonna be all in with this, or I'm gonna be getting a job and all that? When did you decide to do it full time?
um I think like it's always been something that I knew that I was like destined to do. Like, some people they're born to do it, so they kind of know from when they was young.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and other people it kind of like they either go viral or they get an opportunity and then they choose it. Already knew since I was like 6 or 7,
Mm-hmm.
like I'm meant to be an artist.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Got you. Love it. And how did you? I want to ask you this as well too. Like, how did you come with the name Janelle's Art? That's what I wanted to ask you as well too.
Um. Well,
That's a
obviously,
fire
my
ass. It's a fire. The reason I'm saying that, not to cut you off, it's a fire ass name. That's why I was like, that's a hot name.
thank you.
Mm.
I think, one, my name is obviously my first name is Janelle.
Okay.
And it's spelled differently. Like nobody spells Janelle like that. Like
Mm.
Jenel, nobody. Like I've met other Janelles, whatever. Nobody spells their name like that.
Yeah.
Ever. And I came up with art because I'm good at a lot of different artistic things. Like
Yeah.
a artist, so
Yeah.
that's why I just was like, you know what, let me just mesh it together.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And doing music is not easy. It's not a 9 to 5 at least bit. It's not a one stop shop type thing. It's not a retirement plan or a pension. What is one of the hardest things you had to deal with in the music business being a female artist?
There's a lot, but I think the main thing that I dealt with was, because as a female, sometimes you're so pretty, it's like people don't take you serious. Like,
Yeah, I feel you.
so I kind of was just like at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just do my own thing. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna
Yeah,
show them. Like
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, I'm gonna show you
yeah, yeah,
why you're not taking me serious because I'm a pretty female and just people just not taking me as serious at first.
yeah.
Eventually that people were like, okay, nah, she the real deal.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And your from your first song that you recorded, do you feel like your music has grown? And do you feel like what? I've seen more, I've done more, I've accomplished more. Now that next transition period from your first song you recorded till now, do you feel like what? I'm gonna keep going and growing with my music.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think at first when I released like my first song almost 2 years ago, um it my vibe was more so like a R&B ish pop
Mm,
type of thing, and now it's like I still do the R&B and pop,
mm,
especially now with Reggie and the We Outside record. And
mm.
but now I'm more into my Caribbean roots. The summertime is coming, so I want
Yeah,
people to have fun
yeah,
and dance and get lit. So I
yeah,
Caribbean music is something that I've always been inspired by because of my childhood and upbringing, but it's like my favorite genre. Like my manager knows, if you know me in real life, I'm gonna be bumping some sort of Caribbean islands music.
yeah, 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 yeah. I'm the same way. So let me ask you a question. I know it's more like Dominican, I guess, but we don't feel in the Bronx. You got them ball bachata. What you got?
So I have more so of dance hall, soca.
Okay.
Yes, definitely the Spanish influence as well, like the
Yeah,
dembow and
yeah.
and but I love dance hall.
Dance hall,
Like,
soca. Well, okay, '90s dance hall or 2000s dance hall. What you got? That was our peak era. So
ooh, that's tough. But I
yeah,
would say more 2000s
yeah,
because
2000s. Yeah.
I'm from the Bronx, and around that time,
I was,
oh
I
yeah.
was, yeah, I was the king of that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely was
Yeah,
king
so
of that.
you get it. Like it was everywhere. Like
Yeah,
nobody, no
yeah,
matter what race you were, if you were in the Bronx and you, you
yeah,
know, you know that era was lit. There was the
yeah,
Bronx wine and all
yeah,
of that other stuff. So that is something that has really shaped me from I was
yeah.
young.
Love it, love it. And with that being said, like, so you're like, okay, I want to ask you this question: auto tune or no auto tune for you? What you got?
I do both. Um,
Yeah,
I'm listen, as a singer, if as like me, I don't know if you see my performances, I could sing live.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
there's no auto-tune in those mics. Like,
yeah.
so I could sing live. But I don't mind putting a little bit as long as it's not too much, but I prefer not to have it.
Mm,
Just the regular mix and master because
mm.
I like my natural voice to shine.
Love it, love it. And do you like songwriting better, or you like just like, are you like open to more like somebody like writing a song for you, having a hook for you, or you like, what, I just want to own everything and just write my own music?
I'm open to other people writing for me, but majority of the music that I have pushed out and that I'm working on, I've written it myself.
Mm,
But I'm definitely okay with someone bringing me a hook or a
yeah,
chorus and being like, "Hey, put your own spin to this."
got you. Love it. Now I want to ask you this because my show is dedicated to music education, right? And a lot of artists they feel like they feel like somebody's gonna chase them. You know what I'm saying, or chase behind them to get product done, to get promo done. Like I've seen artists don't even post their own interviews. You know what I'm saying? How important is networking and promoting yourself and content creation to further your career?
Is so important. I got far to where I am right now in such a short amount of time because of that's exactly what I did.
Mm,
I pushed myself. I reached out to people, and if you don't take that first step yourself and either push your own content or work with people. Like I was managing myself before I have my now management showcase Poppy. I was doing it, but how I got to where I'm at is because I reached out to him. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Like, so you have to really just believe in yourself and just push yourself out there.
Yeah, love it, love it. And do you like the stage better or do you like the studio better?
I like the stage better. Sometimes studios have got too much niggas up in there.
I feel you. 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 All right. So with that being said, can we talk about some music one time?
Yeah, of course.
All right. So with that being said, the single "You Won't" fire,
Thank
produced
you.
produced by my guy, Brooklyn's own City the King. Salute. What inspired that record?
A lot of things inspired it, but
For sure, for sure.
but the main thing that inspired it is that, I've dealt with certain situations in the past where it's like, you gonna move on or whatever, but nigga, I know you still thinking about me in the back of your head. You know what I mean? Like whether they
Yeah,
say it or not, like I already know that's what it is.
for sure, for sure, for sure. And like, so you just had the beat down. You was like, what you got first? The beat first, or you wrote the song first? Or you built the song around the beat?
I built the song. I had, you know what it was? I basically had the concept already first.
Mm-hmm.
And then when City the King did his reference of the beat, I was like, all right, perfect. I'm going to maneuver it according to what he did.
Mm. Got you, got you. Love it. And I want to ask you this, right? How did it feel the first time you heard this song on like Hot 97 at 105? Because a lot of artists don't even, they've been making music for 100 years and never got that. So how did it feel to have your song on 105 and FM radio and just blasting over New York? How did that feel?
Oh, it felt really good, and it felt like for me a dream come true because that's always something that I wanted. Like
Mm,
a couple of months before, I was with like this photographer, and he was driving me to like a location to do like some shoot.
mm.
And I was like, listen, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. In a couple months you gonna hear me on this. And that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened.
Love it, love it. So I want to ask now, right? You've been working, you've been grinding, you've been meeting people, man. You got pictures with Master P, you got pictures with everybody. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, is there a full album coming out?
Yes, there is an EP on the way. Again, it is definitely dance. It's time to get lit and turn the fuck up.
Let's get it.
Like,
Let's get it.
I'm over all the grandma music and all that other stuff. Like, it's time to have some fun. So,
Yeah,
especially, it's cold, the summertime's about to come. I want
yeah,
people to have fun and dance. So
yeah,
that's what I like to do. I like to have fun and dance.
yeah,
Other showcase and a lot of the other industry people, they like to be cool and chilling in the back. Like, oh, no, shake some
yeah.
ass and let's have some fun.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. And one of the questions I do want to ask before we get out of here is this, right? In today's climate, do you feel like you want to stay independent or you want looking for a major deal? I know with you is only a matter. It's not gonna be if it's gonna happen. It's gonna be when it's gonna happen. So are you looking for a major deal or like what are you looking for right now?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Right now, I think independent is what I want to do because, I've had people present me those offers before, but at the same time, I feel like right where I'm at right now, I'd rather stay independent because I'm
Hmm.
so new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But
You couldn't tell though. You couldn't tell.
thank you. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
appreciate that. I've
Hmm.
had people, oh, come work with me, come manage, whatever. I'm
Hmm.
like, if it happens, it happens, and then obviously, some of the majors, depending on which one, could just be a little bit greedy, and and just try to do you dirty as an artist. So,
Yeah, I feel you.
and I rather right now stay independent, but in the future, if good deals, I'm gonna get a lawyer and she gonna review that shit.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's not no sign your life away or stay bankrupt forever type of
Hmm.
deal, then I'll consider it.
Love it, love it. And my very last question is this, Janelle's art. Once again, if you had a young female artist coming up to you and says, Janelle's art, what is one piece of advice that you have for me getting into the music business today? What would that piece of advice be?
Have fun with it, but also take it serious. And especially if you're a female, just focus on what you want to do and don't take no for an answer. Because as a female, a lot of the times you might have an idea of what you want to do, and then you might share it with somebody else and they'll be like, that's not it. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like, so just be confident in the decisions you're making and be confident in your craft, because that's something that even now I be telling, I love my manager, and sometimes I'll tell him or do something, he'll be like, "Hey, no," and then
Yeah, I feel you. I
and
feel you.
then eventually he'll get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel
Like,
you. I feel you. Yeah.
yeah.
Copy, copy. Love it, love it. Janelle's Art, mama. Thank you so much. We're gonna do this again when that EP comes out. Hopefully, we can do this in person. Get you down here to Charlotte, or when I'm up in New York, I'll come up there and do some live interviews with you. With that being said, where can people find you? Where can people reach you? TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Promote everything.
Thank you, DJ Chase.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Very
And
welcome.
yes, we're gonna do a part 2 for sure.
You're very welcome. Very welcome. Where can they find you at, mama?
They could find me on Instagram at Janelle's Art and on TikTok at Janelle's Art Music. Shout out to Showcase Poppy, Reggie Lanes, and the name is spelled JENELSART.
Once again, man, WDJCDB, DJ Chase Radio, Janelle's Art, DJ Chase Radio. The new single "You Won't" streaming right here is blasting off. We got them charts, urban radio charts. So the songs, if you want your song charted, holla at me. We got those charts. WDJCDB, DJ Chase Radio. Down that DJ Chase Radio mobile app, man. Get that DJ Chase Radio merch. Get them t-shirts, them hoodies. Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, and YouTube DJ Chase TV. And I'm out. Gia.